Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy VI on the Game Boy Advance. And we have a new airship, the Falcon. And so, with the airship, we can go anywhere we want in the world, which is pretty exciting. And so, there's a lot to do. We got plenty to do. We're going to get right into it. We saw a bird fly to the town of Miranda, which Celis believes is connected to Locke. So I guess we'll have to poke around and see what we can find. Yeah, that guy was definitely not in the original version. He looks very different. Looks like he's wearing a bra. And he tells you about the gigantic cactuar, which, according to the walkthrough, will kick our ass. So we're going to avoid that. We're still not exactly loaded with booty, unfortunately. So, I don't want to buy too much. We'll buy crystal mails for somebody. Buy black garb for Sabin, and that's about it. What about the bird? The bird, the bird! Well, let's go in here. Oh. Look at all these flowers. My boyfriend in Mobla sent them to me. Look closely, they're all handmade. Real flowers won't bloom anymore, so he made these from silk. And he just sent me this letter. But wasn't Mobla's destroyed by Kefka? Someone else must have written that letter. Read the letter, yes. My beloved Lola, art thou well? We have rebuilt as much of the village as we could hope to. I believe I should be able to return to thy side before too long. This handwriting looks a lot like Cyan's, but where is he mailing them from? Could you please attach this reply to the carrier pigeon outside? Send the letter for Lola. Yes, we will. Thank you. Cyan writing love letters, pretending to be from Mobla's. And so with our superhuman eyes, we track the bird as it flies across the countryside. And it flies towards what resembles the shitty city of Zozo. Okay. Now that we did that, we can go over to not Zozo. No, I'm afraid not. We're looking for a very minor detail. So minor that I'm not exactly sure where it is. It's somewhere we couldn't have accessed before. I mean, if I see it, I feel like I'd probably remember. I think it's this. Yep. Master Duncan! Why the surprised face? Do you think I died or something? Master Duncan, I'm so glad you're safe. Oh dear. Sabin, you aren't crying, are you? Do you think a little thing like the end of the world was going to do me in? The Earth tried to swallow me up once or twice, but I just pried its jaws open and climbed back out. You can see where Sabin gets it. Sabin, it's time for me to teach you my ultimate technique. Use this to knock some sense into Kefka. Get ready. I call it the Phantom Rush. Now go on. Hit Kefka with every blitz I taught you. Okay. So, yeah, let's take a glance. Phantom Rush deals massive damage to a single enemy. And you can see it's a full 360-degree rotation of the D-pad. From left towards up, and all the way back towards left. Now, of course, we can do this with left, left, up, up, right, right, down, down, left. Which is really my preferred way of doing it. So Phantom Rush was originally called Bum Rush, which is what I always prefer, because it's just, yeah, Bum Rush. It's such an American thing to say. Phantom Rush is slightly more Japanese. In Japanese, it's called Illusion Battle Dance. Okay. Now, interestingly, this is a magical attack, which means that you really want to boost it with earrings. And ideally, we probably should get another set of earrings to boost it even further, since it's really going to be your main attack with Sabin. Like, it's pretty much what he's going to do every single turn. So if I remember at some point when we're in a town, I'll try to buy another pair of earrings. But okay, so that was good. He will learn that attack eventually on his own, but you get the cutscene there, and you learn it a lot quicker, so you can use it. All right. Another thing to note as we're flying around: you can be attacked while you are flying. It's by a monster called Death Gaze or Doom Gaze. One of the two. They may have changed it. It's kind of a tough fight. It's not something we could really do right now. And if we defeat him, we get the Bahamut Esper. Which, of course, is, you know, awesome. I feel like they changed that sound. Sure seems like it. Actually, I'm certain they changed the sound. So we come back here not to see Cid's dead body, but to get the Quetzalli Magicite. That is not what it was called originally. I don't know what it was originally. Oh man, something with a P. Something with a P. Let me find out. It's gonna bug me. We gotta find out. No, not Quetzalli. Palador. Yeah, Palador is what it was originally called in the Super Nintendo. And it's like, okay, you know, Quetzalli, Palador, neither one shows up in other games. I mean, maybe, but Okay, Quetzally, sure. So, Quetzally basically has us all do the jump attack, our entire party, which is not really that great, but there is a very specific purpose of this later on. Because if your whole party is up in the air, they can't be hit by anything. You also learn haste and slow at 20 times speed, and hastiga and slowiga. Ho 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 ho. So let's swap over to that. What are you at? You're at, okay, you're still learning stuff. That's fine. Catablepus, you're still learning stuff. You're fine. And you, I really just do not care about, but sure, switch over to... I don't know. Why are you bothering me with this stuff? Okay. That was it. That's all we wanted. Like I said, all this little side stuff in this game, they really went hog wild. So now, the walkthrough suggests going to G-Door. Specifically, really, for the auction house. But I'm just looking at why I care. You can get a hero's ring, a Zephyr cloak. But it seems to be crap. Oh, there is some stuff. There is the Excalibur, but it costs you 500,000 gil. Which, later on, once I've done farming and grinding, that's not a problem. But other than that, I think we can skip G-Door for now. Okay, he's listing stuff that doesn't really matter. Leviathan. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Okay. I think really we want to get, we want to focus on something else. Let's, yeah, so let's go to Narsh. Now, Narsh should be this dot. No. That ain't Narsh. That's South Figaro. Where the hell's Narsh? This dot? Maybe. I think so. Narsh. Alrighty, there's actually quite a bit to do in Narsh. But you see there's enemies now just in the town itself because it's completely overrun. And in fact, you can actually recruit 2 characters in Narsh, which makes it pretty relevant to come to. One of them is, well, I mean, it's just the way of things. One of them is better than the other. I'll let you decide which is which. Smoke bomb. This room is disabled now for whatever reason. I guess because the Empire's gone, and it wasn't that what they were doing with it. Alright, let's head down here, since we've not been down here before. Well, we have been down here before, but we haven't been to the other side. And unfortunately, I should have left Setzer behind. I'm a big stupid man. Doing stupid things. Kupo! Don't scare me like that, Kupo! You can talk? A Moogle who speaks the words of men and can summon the earth's power through his dance. Mangg. 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 An old dude named Ramu taught me your language, Kupo. Kept showing up in my dreams and telling me to help you, Kupo. So I'm gonna help you, Kupo. Bet the Yeti will come along too. He'll be a big help, Kupo. He can be a little wild though, Kupo. He should be here in the mine somewhere. He'll help us if I order him to. Let's look for him, Kupo. And make sure you click on this wall. This is the big deal. Malulu's Charm, which was an original game, the Moogle Charm. This prevents all random encounters. All of them. All of them. It's incredible. Now, unfortunately, as a downside, only Mangg can equip it. And we get a ribbon, which is good. That's what I talked about many episodes ago. About chests that turn into a ribbon. That's the one. So if I had left Setzer behind, or anybody, Mangg would have immediately joined our party, and we could immediately equip that charm and go get the Yeti immediately and save just a whole smattering of time. But like I said, I'm stupid. Just imagine for a moment how good it's gonna feel running through all this stuff with no random encounters. It's like, oh, it's like juiciness in your mouth. Which again, it's funny because it's like, you know, it's a huge part of the game, and it's like, okay, you love RPGs, but you dislike a tremendous portion of the game. And, I mean, I explained it before, it's like, I like fights, I like the combat, but on my terms, not on the game's terms. I want to decide when I want to fight stuff. That's why I kind of always like Mystic Quests, because you could always see, you know, which enemies you were gonna fight. You know when you were gonna fight stuff exactly, so you could prepare for every fight and stuff like that. You know, a mild change because you still had to do all the fights, but Or like Chrono Trigger, where if you knew where the enemies came out and what they were doing, you could bypass them. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Alright. Arvis is, of course, dead. He died when the Espers attacked Vector, I think. Or maybe not. No, I think he was survived after that. I think he died when Kefka went apeshit and started just tearing up stuff. Jesus. I know, we do have just the flee button, but it takes so long. But soon. Soon, my friends. So soon. Eh? Haven't we met someplace before? Man, whatever. Nothing left in this town anyway, except for that one lousy Moogle. Doors are all locked, and you'd have to be some kind of treasure hunter to get them open. Huh. Alrighty then. So... Kupo. Alright, so, of course, Mangg is the man. Mangg. Savin. Celis. See you, Setzer. You've been replaced by a Moogle. You're really cool and all, but it is what it is. Alright, so we're gonna throw, of course, the... Yeah, sure. You can have the ribbon. You can have Malulu's Charm. Prevents all random enemy encounters. Best charm in the game, and we'll give him an Esper as well. Madwin is fine. Okay, let's head back in. Huh. So yeah, as you can see, we're all good. We're all good here. No random encounters to speak of. We can walk through everything with immunity. It's like a whole different game. Okay. So, there are two things we want to do here, really. There is a third thing, which, according to the walkthrough, you can do it, and I actually could do it if I cheesed it. And I suppose you probably want to see the cheese. Because otherwise, I'm just going to wait till I'm super powerful to do it. Okay, that's a boss, of course. We're gonna hit up the save here, just in case. This might not work out. Alright, let me just examine a couple things. Yeah, that's good. Okay, what do you got? You know, okay, so we'll have to rely on Sabin for that. Are you still using Bismarck? Yeah, what about you? Ah, screw it. Okay, let's switch you over to Phantom. Okay, so... Oh, one more thing I have to check up on. I don't actually know if I know this one. That's a bad one. Shit. No one knows that, huh? Who teaches it? I'll explain in a second. Let me just... Oh, Phantom teaches it? Who did I have Phantom on? I think that was probably Locke that I had Phantom on for a while. We're looking for Berserk. Alright, well... I don't think it's possible to cheese him without Berserk. Apparently we can alternate with Confuse. Does anyone have Confuse? Who teaches? Kate Sith, which means that she should know it. Yeah, Confuse. Alright, we'll give it a try. So he does not look scary, but he will fucking wreck you. So keep that in mind. Like, two of us are now frozen, which means we definitely need to remedy... Well, we probably need to remedy both of them. Oh, I guess they can do stuff even though they're frozen. I don't know what frozen exactly does. But throw it on them. Oh, I think... Yeah, it does stop. What removes frozen? If not remedy? Let me look. You have to use a fire elemental spell or weapon. It does eventually run off on its own. Yikes. Okay, we'll have to continually confuse them then until they can do something. And we can throw bio on them. Yeah, so we can keep this up. Really, I mean, you want Phantom because it prevents him from hitting you, but I think that's part of the Berserk strategy. Because if he's Berserk, he won't use any magic attacks. He'll just use physicals, and if you're invisible, they all miss automatically. And so with that strategy, you can just sort of sit there, keep him poisoned, and he'll eventually die of the poison. I guess we're doing the confused strategy, so he punches himself to death, which makes the poison not as useful. He has 24,000 HP, which he's hitting himself for 2k, 2.5k each time, so this shouldn't be too bad. If you just try to kick this guy's ass normally, it's probably not going to work unless you really out-level him. Or you have a lot of ice immunity, because he's just going to use... Yeah, stuff like that. Whoop. What did I even... No, you don't want to... Just don't do anything. I have bio, no confuse, Bismarck. Did I not put Phantom on anybody? What the hell am I doing? I think I gave it to Edgar. Alright, well, shit. It's a little pointless since, you know, he's not really hitting us per se. Got him. Alright. Like, it really doesn't matter if you kill him. If you kill him now or later. He gives you a force shield, which is a good item. But yeah, 7 dragons remaining. You want to kill all 8 dragons. And that can take a while. So if we look at the force shield, you can see it's got lower defense, but higher magic defense and magic evasion. Shield that defends only against magic. Now, the reason that this is really relevant, at least in the Super Nintendo version, is because in the Super Nintendo version, magic defense also affected defense. What I need to find out here, the magic defense. Oh, no, it's not magic defense, it's magic evasion. I apologize. But they're both usually pretty linked. So yeah, evade, which is supposed to determine the rate at which a character would dodge physical attacks, does nothing. Also, as a result of this bug, magic evasion, a stat which was supposed to determine the rate at which a magic would dodge magic attacks, determines the rate at which a character dodges both physical and magical attacks. Bug was not fixed until the advanced version. Okay. So it is fixed in this version, and evasion does stuff, and magic evasion does stuff. The reason that's really relevant in the Super Nintendo version is because with the right equipment, you can get your magic evasion maxed out. I don't remember the exact number. 120, what the hell was it? 128, I think it was. I don't know if they say. It was something around, I think it was around 128. And so the force shield was a big part of that because it boosts your magic evasion by 50, which is out of 128, it's a big number. And then there's also force armor, which boosts it by another 30. You're practically there at that point already. You have pretty good chance of not being hit by almost anything. And so, you know, you could send in, you know, single character runs were really easy with Super Nintendo because you could just stack the best equipment to give yourself 128 magic evasion, and you can be attacked by or hit by almost anything in the entire game. So you could just sit there and wail on the final boss until it died because nothing could hurt you. Practically nothing, I guess. But since we do not have that in this version, that makes things a lot more balanced and makes the force shield not quite as good because we lose a lot of defense just in exchange for all the magic benefits. Does it optimize to it? No. So it doesn't even optimize over to it. Which really tells you something. But anyways, there you have it. Little lesson. I always liked the bug because you could make a godlike character if you wanted to, and that was always nice. But it's probably for the best that it's fixed. Alright, so Valagarmanda, I'm pretty sure it was called Tritok, I believe, in the original, has 30,000 HP. And basically he has all these basic attacks. Nothing really too much you want to care about, but he is encased in ice. And so you just want to blow him up. Blow him up. I mean, we can dance with Mangg, but not really a great idea. We don't have very many dances. And of course, Phantom Rush, while not being a fire attack, is straight fucking fire. But also fire does good stuff. And now Celis is dead. I believe we completely forgot to heal after the last fight, so that's good. Let's have Edgar try and do a cure before Valagarmanda. Nope. You know, it's not really that huge of a loss, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, when you're doing 5,000 a crack, doesn't take too long to take down 30,000. And that's why you get Bum Rush as soon as you can. Because it's great. Probably should do it. The walkthrough is like, oh yeah, use this rage or this rage with Gao and you'll do 9,900 damage every time, and isn't that great because it's awesome and cool because he's Gao. Don't you love Gao? I was telling my brother I was talking to my brother the other day about Final Fantasies and stuff like that, and we got to Final Fantasy VI, and we were talking about characters, and he's like, yeah, and you get Gao, and then you just do this, and he does like a punting animation, he does like a punting motion. He's like, I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel, but on the walkthroughs, man, they fucking love the guy. So, humans broke my seal of ice. Humans who possess magicite. Just who are you? I suppose that's of little consequence. But what of this devastation that fills the air? Could the War of the Magi have lasted 1,000 years? That foolish, unending war. You would seek to put an end to it. Then I shall put my trust in you. Valagarmanda Magicite. Oh my god, it collapsed. So, Tritok, or Valagarmanda, I guess. I don't like all these new names. Is really good because it gives you Firaga, Blizzaga, and Thundaga. So this is the fastest way to get access to them. The ×1 rate is bad. There are, of course, Espers that can do better than that. But if you just want to get the Esper and start grinding out the level 3 spells, this is the way to do it. I'm going to stick with her with Quetzali for her to learn haste against Sloga. But unfortunately, you know, we're not going to stick with Celis for that long because, well, I just prefer Terra. So sue me. I think we should heal up now. Even though there's not any random encounters, there's an opening in the cliff. Alright, and so now we're in a new part of Narsh. of the mines that we have never been to before. It's got a really complicated map. This is a complicated area. I do want to get a couple of the items here, so I guess where does B go? Okay, I see. So we want to go... Yeah, I wanted to step around that, but it's fine. There's an item here as well. And once you don't have random encounters, you'll pick up every item. It's like, yeah, sure, chest, sure, absolutely. Why not? Why not pick up items? Items are great. Items are cool. F, G, H, G. Okay, where's H? Oh, H. Okay, that's how we go. Yeah, that's what we do there. Alright, we want to move back up this way. Which takes us to E, because then we want to go and pick up this chest. That's the X ether, which is pretty good. And then we want to go back this way. Yeah, and we want to sidestep that hole. Like so. So we can go grab this, which is a monster in a box. But it's worth it. Eat chainsaw, Tonberry. Could very easily... I guess I could very easily die to this encounter. I've never done this encounter. I always just go straight for the end of this little dungeon. Alright, we get it with the whole holy thing and all that. You suck. Damn it. So once Mangg is in a dance, if he fails, he'll kick back out and you can do stuff with him. If he succeeds, though, and does like an actual dance move, then he's sort of stuck in it and he can't do anything else. So it's kind of like Berserk. This is definitely a TPK. Oh yeah, it's TPK. But I'll run. No, I'll teleport stone. No, I'll die. Alright. I think that puts us behind the Tritok fight. Yeah. Alright, well, let's see what the walkthrough has to say about that fight. It's got a good armor behind it. Okay, they have 8,000 hit points, which is quite a bit. Every round, they'll do like a 1,700 physical attack. Unblockable, non-elemental, barrier piercing. Every time you damage them, they'll counter with a knife attack, which is 8 times as strong as his normal attack, which he never uses. And then another traveler attack. Slaughters you left and right. How to deal with one. The trick is the imp status. Turn it into an imp with a spell or bad breath. It'll start to do automatic criticals now. So you want to be invisible. Now you can just pound it without fear. Huh. Interesting. Oh, those are regular Tonberries that the guy was talking about. Then, those ones in the box, in the chest, those are the super powerful versions of Tonberries. Huh. basically invisible, silence them, use bio, and then Hastiga them to speed up the poisoning, and then slam them with fire. Interesting. Shit. All right, let's do that. Did I not heal again? Shit. All right, let's try to burn through this fight again. I want to just show you the I just want to show you the end of that of this cave, because there is another character, the Yeti, of course, that Mangg talked about. I want to show you that. How dare you? How dare you? Yeah, you can do that. I don't mind. I don't mind about that. Let's just cure Sabin. And move on. Yeah, alright. And you saw this. Saw that. I don't like to repeat content. It's weak. It's weak, man. Let's switch to chainsaw. Please stop doing that. Fire. Okay, we're running out of things here. But there we go. We got him. Got him. Alright. Yeah, screw it. Heal, though. Just in case. She's got no MP. So, eat a couple ethers. Whatever. Not a big deal. Alright, let's avoid that way. We can grab the other 2 items, though. I'll come back. I'll kill the Tonberries at some point, so I can get the armor. I don't even think that was what I wanted to do. That was also not what I wanted to do. Do I want to go up there? I'm not looking at the map. I believe so. Yeah, and we want to hit the second switch. What's with this carving? Looks like bone. Is that thing stuck in the eye socket? Magicite? Oh! Remove the magicite from the eye of the bone carving? Yes, of course. Obtained Midgard Sormir. I'll someday learn how to pronounce that. And we fight a Yeti, who looks pretty scary. But like all Yetis, they're weak to chainsaws. Trust me, Mangg is better than he seems. You just have to wait. You just gotta wait. Someday he'll be really good. But right now, yeah. Right, he should be almost dead. He gets energized here, which means he gets like protect, shell, haste, all sorts of stuff. But he only has 10,000 HP left, so shouldn't be too much effort. Oh, sorry, I misread. It was 1,000 HP left. I was a little... Sorry, move... Yeah. Move the decimal point. I'm your boss, Kupo. You're gonna join us, Kupo. A Yeti with a love for bone carvings. Wow, what are the odds? Stronger than a Gigas, but a bit unruly. Umaro.
Oh, me Umaro. Yes, boss. Me join you. I speak beaver.
I think that's my... If I have to rank my favorite lines in the series, that's definitely top 3. Umaro, no slouching now, Kupo.
Oh, me wait. Big flying ship.
Somehow he knows about the airship, and he goes straight there. Alright, so Umaro is, as a character, is generally considered the weakest character in the game. I mean, I would pick him over Gao, but that's really just kind of a personal thing. His stats are awesome, that's not the problem, and his tackle and character toss attacks are nothing to scoff at. First off, you can't access his equipment. He's stuck with a featureless, non-elemental bone club in his right hand and the snow scarf. Granted, the snow scarf is arguably the best armor to be stuck with, but this means that Umaro can adapt to a situation. He needs at least 1 relic slot for sufficient damage output, which doesn't help him. He can't learn or cast magic like all the other characters, and can receive no Esper boosts, as he can't equip them. He's uncontrollable from the beginning, so he can never react to a surprise death with a Phoenix down, or fall back as a utility character. In short, Umaro is a completely one-dimensional character. This immediately explains his popularity by many first-time players. It's hard to go wrong with him. Every character can be tweaked to be superior to Umaro, but you have to know how in some cases, well, it's impossible to go really wrong with Umaro. You bring him into battle, he'll do impressive damage. And that's, yeah, I agree with pretty much everything he says. Basically, Umaro has perma berserk. You don't get to ever control his actions. Every turn, he will just attack a random target. And yeah, he does do really solid damage. But yeah, like you said, if you're, if you're trying to actually play the game on a sort of higher complexity level to really sort of, I mean, you can have any character outperform Umaro just because they're more customizable than he is. I usually don't use him too much. Just because I like to control characters. That's most of the game. If I had 4 Umaros, like, maybe that would be really powerful, but that would be really freaking boring. So, so we also got Midgard Sormister. Crushes enemies with seismic waves. Again, this is not what it was originally called. And I like to see what things are called. Torado. It was called Torado in the Super Nintendo version. Basically, yeah, it's a giant. It's the world snake and all that. And it does big earth damage. And it can teach you Quake, Graviga, and Tornado. And you get plus 30% HP at level up, which is really good. Really, really good. Alright, so, yeah, like I said, I'll hit up the Tonberries at some point. I don't know when. I doubt it'll be on camera, but... Or I'll forget about it entirely. You never know. You can never tell with this stuff. But alright, that's pretty much everything you want to do in Narshe, aside from unlocking all the doors later with Locke. So we'll probably be back. But for now, we're done. Now, next, the walkthrough says that because you have Mangg in your party, he's got the Moogle charm, you can go into all sorts of really dangerous dungeons at this point and get all sorts of chests, because you can just skip every fight and you know, you don't go fight the bosses, you just go for all the chests, and you can get a lot of good stuff. I've never once done this, because like, we don't really need all these chests before, like, whatever. We can go to the Coliseum right now, but blah blah blah. I think our next action in the next video is going to be getting Terra, so that should be fun. That should be good. And then we can swap out Celis for Terra. But my name is Mangg. Gaming watching has been Final Fantasy VI, and I'll see you fine folks in the next part.